Very interestingly, last week, we showcased a Marico ad on the cover page of Impact magazine as part of our print story. And here I am, sitting with the Chief Marketing Officer of Marico, Somasree Awasthi.
Hi, it's my pleasure to be joining you here today.
Thank you for joining us on Head Turners by Impact and
Thank
E4M. The reason I brought up the Saffola ad is because it truly reflects our lifestyle today. For the benefit of our viewers, the ad said, salad on World Health Day and back to roadside junk today. I want to know from you, are you also guilty of doing something similar?
Absolutely, which is why working on brands like Saffola just give you a bit of a reality check, and I ensure that it is a part of my kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saffola ads in the past have always been light-hearted and yet has managed to convey the message, a strong message. This time you've gone a step ahead and you've actually collaborated with 4 TV channels and Ronit Roy. Tell us about what you're doing for World Heart Day.
Yeah. So actually, Saffola has always stood for, heart health for over decades. So it's not the first time that we are doing something like this. And it's a legacy that hence we are carrying on. But then every year we try to bring in a new message for the consumers and bring in those small things that you can do to take care of your heart, right? And recently we we normally, when we do these activations, we speak to experts, doctors, and a recent discussion with some of the doctors told us that there is a recent study that has been done wherein if you take 50 steps a day, as in, you climb 4 flights of stairs every day, you actually reduce the risk of heart diseases by 20%. We said
Wow.
it's a massive, simple way, I mean very, very simple way, which if every human in India just takes it up, the risk of heart disease comes down like that. And it's so simple. So that's what we said, that Saffola, being the brand which stands for goodness of heart, should take that up as, something that we have to drive awareness about. And hence the whole campaign, Saffola, step up for your heart, climb 50 stairs a day, reduce the risk by 20%. So that's the whole idea.
Okay. And also on World Heart Day, there are a range of brands that kind of come up with campaigns from insurance to healthy oils. What really gives Saffola the edge? And if you were really to say, if a consumer is thinking about healthy living, do you think Saffola would come as the top 5 go-to brands for their sake?
So I'll tell you what gives Saffola the right to talk about it is that, for the decades the brand has been doing that, and the kind of advertisements, the kind of awareness campaigns that happen, that has been happening consistently on the brand, has actually given the brand the right to talk about it above all. And that is what we are continuing as a legacy. And because we have products which ensure that your risk of cholesterol, etc., work out really, really well, and because we have those product offerings, we can actually talk with complete authority that, we are offering you ways and means to, keep the whole heart health in control. And hence we have the right to talk about it. Consumers recognize for it. For over the years we have been doing it, and that's what we will be continue to do.
And how are you going to market this particular campaign? Which are the mediums that are going to take up a bulk of your spends?
Right. So this is a campaign that we want to sustain for a long time. So we are going across mediums. TV being the mass medium, we have tied up with 4 channels over there, 4 marquee channels like Star, Z, Colors, Sony. We have tied up with all 4 of them, where their lead actors are supporting it along with Ronit Roy, who has been the driving factor in this whole campaign, who himself is a fitness freak, if you see. Apart from that, we are going hugely digital, wherein, today everybody is on digital. It's they're on Insta, they're on Facebook, they're on Reels, and that's what we are capitalizing on. We are using influencers to drive the whole campaign. Above all, this campaign is not just for the namesake. We want people to actually take the action, and that's where we are using AI to help us in digital, to help us get people to take the action. So essentially, in a very interesting way, Ronit Roy actually, with the help of AI, will be talking to people, helping them take those steps, and even tell them how they have been doing, So the whole ecosystem of mediums, whether it's print, whether it's television, whether it's digital, whether it's AI, We have just taken it all because we want every Indian to take those healthy steps, Rose ka healthy steps.
Interesting. Now there was a time when when a consumer would look at the brands that are advertising majorly on mass media had that that mental clearance on product safety and quality. But in the past few years, we've seen some of the biggest advertisers and some market leaders as well, kind of being accused of compromising on their ingredients and in some cases having even cancer-causing ingredients in their products. On the other hand, the younger brands are being seen as the ones who are propagating that organic culture, purer ingredients, natural ingredients. Now, as an Indian multinational company, how would you kind of fight that kind of a perception?
See, it's this. We enjoy consumers' trust. We have stood for quality over the years and we promise to continue with that. That's all. The brand has to be true to what it started with, and that's what we do. And that's what we'll consistently do. Deliver quality, and not just quality of product, ensuring quality of life also to consumers. So that's the objective. We'll continue doing that.
Okay. Now, from body health, I think I'd like to come to hair health. Now, over the past many years, I think hair fall has become one of the biggest causes of concerns for most of the women around there because of the kind of lifestyle that we lead. And for years, and I think for generations, I think we used to turn to the good old coconut oil for rescue. But now we are seeing many brands, small brands or bigger brands also coming into the market, which are talking about how this one-size-fits-all approach doesn't really work, and you should deep dive into the root cause of the problem, like brands like Traya, for example. How in that case, in such a scenario, is a brand like Parachute Advanced Hair Fall Control faring, and who really is the target audience for it?
The way we look at it is that anybody who has a hair fall problem is the target audience, right? The unique thing about this product, as we see, is that it promises to reduce hair fall within 30 days, right? It's all tested, clinically tested and all, and also helps, grow new hair. With all that data and the trust of Parachute Advanced, we have come up with this product. And yeah, we actually ensure, like I said in the previous question as well that you asked, that we stand for quality and we'll give only the best to the consumers. The best part about this one is also that compared to the market, this one is also available at a rate where consumers will find it, accessible. So we have priced it in a way that we give the best quality also at the best price.
The pricing is the differentiator there.
I would say quality as well as the price, not just one thing. I mean, we want every consumer to have great hair, not to have those problems, and to make it accessible, yes.
Okay. This is also the festive season, and I think you have a range of products for which you've come up with campaigns for. I think you also handle the Marico and Nair portfolio. Yes. Tell us a little about how you're leveraging this festive season.
So, everybody wants to look beautiful. Our idea is that, you cannot be beautiful in an instant. It has to be a habit, right? So, which is where even before any other festive occasion has started, we started long before the festivals actually hit in. And the whole idea is that start now so that you look great when actually the festival is there. So like for example, for our Bengal Durga Pujo, we have Nair, which is the leader over there, and we are calling out, be ready for Durga Pujo, be Pujo ready with Nair, because regular usage of that gives you that beautiful hair that you want for the Durga Pujo to look beautiful. Similarly, we are having product offerings, especially on Parachute Jasmine, which again gives you that lovely, healthy, shiny hair. So all of these activations, I mean, the idea is that people start doing these now so that they look beautiful at that point of time.
Okay. And in the past few years, you've made a few acquisitions. I mean, Beardo, Just Herbs, overall on Marico portfolio. Which are the ones expected in the coming year, and which, especially in the Saffola range, and which are the areas that really have potential according to you?
Actually, all our entire Marico, I would say, has a lot of potential, whether you call about our hair oils portfolio with a whole value-added range, whether you talk about Saffola range of healthy foods, along with the healthy oils, I think each and every product in our company has a huge potential.
And which is the space that you can tap and which may have a huge potential in the near future?
As I said, all of them. Like some of them we are already discussing. I mean, how do we get healthier oil into consumer households in terms of edibles, to having a healthier snacking habit with Saffola Foods range, which is about, masala oats, etc., which can be a lovely healthy option to breakfast, to your usual breakfast, to a healthier snack with Saffola Crunchies, to let's say all the value added hair oils, including the hair fall product that we are talking about. So across, what we are doing is we are tapping in all these need segments and ensuring that these are the actual growth areas, and we are tapping into that.
Shortly after you joined Marico, I think 2-3 years ago, I think Janvi Kapoor had was brought on board as a brand ambassador for Fitify. Now, last year you brought on board Alia for Nihar, which is a portfolio that you handle. I want to understand from you, is getting celebrities on board the best choice, or is it a mixed bag? To give you an example, I think Saurav Ganguly, when he suffered a heart attack, the brand, the Healthy Oils brand that he was endorsing suffered a massive backlash. And you, of course, Saffola has a great big range of healthy oils. So do you think, collaborations with celebrities and brand ambassadors is a great choice for a health brand?
First of all, I would say for each his own. Secondly, I would say that brands themselves are celebrities, right? Brands do stand on their own legs. Wherever required to get that leg up, we do use the relevant celebrities, and I think Marico has never really gone wrong on that, because look at what Vidya Balan had done for our brand Nihar, which always stood for, not just amla based beautiful hair oil, but also stood for that 5% of our profit going into the education of children, and she was the perfect brand ambassador for that, right? So, I think we have always been right about our choices, and we'll stay true to that too, wherever the relevant brand opportunity comes in.
Okay, and one last question, and because we are talking about brand ambassadors, I think you are the biggest brand ambassador for Saffola. So I want to understand from you, how has leading a healthy oil brand brought about a transformation in your life, and which are the Saffola products that we will find in your kitchen or home overall?
Right. No, actually, after joining Marico, everybody seems to be super healthy, like very health conscious, starting right from Shogato to entire CXO team to my entire team. Everybody seems to be a serious health freak, and that definitely has brought about changes in my own lifestyle, especially with Saffola also entering into my life. So one of the things, for example, this meeting is happening on the 4th floor, right? A lot of meetings happen on the 4th floor. I have my office on the 7th floor. One thing as a habit I have started doing, and especially after getting this whole data about 50 steps a day, and that is 72 steps, okay, I counted that. Now, every time I try to take those stairs, instead of now taking the elevator, unless I have to rush to another meeting on the 7th floor. So that's one thing I have done in terms of, lifestyle change. Because there can be no excuse to say that because you're working late hours, you cannot do it. I don't think so. It's a lame excuse. Just go through the step up challenge and do it, right, in your office as well. Second is, in my kitchen, edible oil is only Saffola, particularly Saffola Total. And in terms of snacking, you would always have the muesli and the crunchies present. And particularly for my daughter and handling her nakras, she's a 17-year-old, and she prefers Saffola masala oats.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to have a set of that at home. Yeah.
Okay. So may Saffola continue to inspire you, and may you continue to inspire all of us. Thank you so much, Shoma, for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure, and wish you all the very best too.
Yes. Thank you.